Galactic Security would like to remind you to keep carry-on luggage and packages with you at all times.
Star Tours, a ride that opened in January 1987, and carried out the generation of great fun with its adventures. The adventure continues, though, in 2011 when they reopened with the Star Wars new film franchise. But now, let's take you to a place somewhere else on the other side of the planet Batuu. We like to call this world Galaxy's Edge, but this planet's familiar with the name of Batuu, but it's an unknown planet from what we know, because Disneyland actually made this planet on its own. But what we're looking at right now is the Millennium Falcon, which we are familiar with. But because of that, how about we hop in that line, which looks like we are now, and enjoy. And for those who have not been on this before, here's a little sneak peek of Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Fly down. The birds are on flight. And the missiles at the train. Hurry! Boom! The Star Destroyer is collapsing. Container of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud.
And now that you experienced the new Millennium Falcon ride, the adventure now awaits you. And speaking of rides, this is the only ride in Galaxy's Edge right now, and there will be one in the near future. But now I'm going to point at this other attraction called Rise of the Resistance. Now this ride is going to be slightly more different than others because will be used on a remote control car. If you have not seen one before, I'm going to give you a demonstration of what one actually looks like, because there's actually one in California Adventure. If you guys are not familiar with the ride, go to Cars Land, you'll get this ride. This is Luigi's Cars that you see at Cars Land here, which if you saw there was a trackless coaster. This is the car you'll be sitting in for Rise of Resistance. In fact, it will be 8 to a car. And I'm hearing this is going to be totally different from any other ride, and I'm really excited for this. This is going to be coming out at the end of January, so this is really exciting for what's going to be added to the new park at Galaxy's Edge. Now that we have talked about the rides of Galaxy's Edge, let's go inside this restaurant to see what kind of food they got in this restaurant, because there's many foods around the Galaxy's Edge. And looking at this, there's a theme of Star Wars theme for different names of food. So speaking of that, if you want something to drink too, this is as well. We got the blue and green milk at Galaxy's Edge. And standing by, we have somebody who actually tried the blue milk. Let's go get his opinion and see what he thinks about it. On that, I did get a blue milk. Now I'm not tried it yet, so I waited for her. It's not that bad. It tastes pretty good actually. Now that we have that opinion, that's a good thing to know about trying the blue milk. So moving on, are the vehicles of Galaxy's Edge. Actually, you can see this one is as big as it can get, especially the Millennium Falcon over here in this corner. It's over there by the green and blue milk, of course. Let's walk through the walkway and you'll arrive to it. If you're lucky enough too, you'll get characters walking around. And Chewie is up to something. How about we try to find out what exactly he's doing here?
Well, if you did, what do you think would be your suggestion? Any
And of course we got the stormtroopers, but be careful not to make eye-to-eye wills. They will question you. Looks like they're doing it to this little kid here. Nighttime falls on Galaxy's Edge, and this is one of my favorite times of the day of going to this planet, Batuu. You can see how the lights really glow with the vehicles, and so many detail with it. During the day you can get a whole bunch of detail this as well, but I just like the feeling of parks at night. And you can also purchase this lightsaber, as you can see here. And It's a pretty pricey lightsaber, but if you like the Star Wars franchise, you'd be willing to pitch in and give in on your light source. As you can see, this kid got one too. Well, I felt like I touched a lot of grounds here at Galaxy's Edge on Planet Batuu. We went on the Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and I really enjoyed it, as it was a great introduction to the ride. And once you go into the ride, you have so different boarding passes, as you can get the pilot, the gunner. It feels like a big arcade. You're just going on with the ride. Then come January 17, 2020, Disneyland will get Rise of the Resistance, as Disneyland will get it first on December 5th, 2019. We also got the characters from the Star Wars franchise to be walking the rounds of the park. We got the Stormtroopers, and we also got Chewie, which was pretty lovable. I didn't see any other characters the day I went, but I know there's many other characters you can come face to face with and have a great time here. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Oh, if you guys didn't see that, I just got a handshake from Chewie. That's really cool. Also, don't forget about the shopping around Galaxy's Edge. There's just so much to look at and to buy, of course. Like I'm showing off the dolls here with the Ewoks, Princess Leia, and this little guy, the creature from one of the new franchise of the films. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this tour around Galaxy's Edge, Planet Batuu. Many things are really unsolved, not knowing what this park is really about, but later this month, September 29th, on the Freeform station, we get to learn more about it with Neil Patrick Harris as the host. So it should be really interesting to find out more about this planet. And I'm going to wrap this up saying my name's Ryan Gretsch. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching.